Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Web Solution Master. If you're running a WordPress multi-site on AWS Lightsail, you already know how incredibly powerful and flexible it is. You can manage a whole network of sites from a single dashboard. But with great power comes great responsibility, especially when it comes to security. A single vulnerability could compromise your entire network, which is a nightmare scenario for any site owner. So today, we're re-diving deep into the essential security and optimization techniques you absolutely need to implement to keep your WordPress multi-site fortress solid and lightning fast on AWS Lightsail. We'll cover everything from fundamental updates to advanced performance tweaks. Let's get started and lock down your digital empire. First things first, let's talk about the absolute foundation of your security: regular updates. This might sound basic, but you'd be surprised how many security breaches happen because of outdated software. For a multi-site installation, this is even more critical. You need to be diligent about keeping your WordPress core files, all your themes, and every single plugin across your network up to date. Developers constantly release patches for security vulnerabilities, and falling behind is like leaving your front door wide open. Schedule a regular time each week to check for updates. You can manage most of this from your network admin dashboard. By staying current, you're applying the latest security patches and ensuring a stable, secure environment for all your sites. Don't skip this step. It's your first and best line of defense. Next up is access control. Think of your WordPress dashboard as the command center of your entire network. You wouldn't give everyone the keys to the kingdom, right? The principle of least privilege is key here. This means users should only have the permissions they absolutely need to do their job, and nothing more. Limit the number of super admin accounts to an absolute minimum, ideally just one or two trusted individuals. For everyone else, create unique user roles with tailored permissions. WordPress Multisite allows you to define what different roles can and cannot do. Can they install plugins? Can they edit themes? Be granular. This drastically reduces the risk of accidental changes or malicious activity from a compromised user account. A tight grip on user access is a non-negotiable part of a strong security posture. Now, let's talk about securing the data that travels between your users' browsers and your server. This is where SSL certificates come in. Implementing SSL enables HTTPs on your sites, which encrypts all data in transit. This is crucial for protecting login credentials, personal information, and any sensitive data your sites handle. On AWS Lightsail, setting this up is quite straightforward. You can use the built-in tools or services like Let's Encrypt to get free SSL certificates. Once HTTPS is enabled, not only is your data secure, but you also get a nice SEO boost from Google. And your visitors see that reassuring padlock icon in their browser, which builds trust. In today's web, running a site without HTTPS is simply not an option, especially for a network of sites. Moving on to a more technical but vital step: protecting your sensitive files. Your WordPress installation has several critical files, but the most important one is wp-config, PHP. This file contains your database connection details and security keys. If an attacker gains access to this file, it's game over. You need to block public web access to it. You can do this by adding a few lines of code to your servers. Add access file if you're on an Apache server, or to your Nginx's configuration file. This simple rule denies all attempts to access the file directly from a browser. While you're at it, you should also protect other sensitive files and directories, like your uploads directory, to prevent malicious script execution. This is like putting your most valuable documents in a locked safe that only the server itself can open. Of course, you can't be watching your site 24/7, so that's where security monitoring tools come in. These are like having a dedicated security guard for your website network. There are fantastic plugins, both free and premium, that offer continuous security monitoring. They can scan for malware, detect file changes, monitor failed login attempts, and alert you to any suspicious activity in real time. This proactive approach allows you to catch potential threats before they become full-blown disasters. Setting up a good security plugin should be one of the first things you do after installing WordPress. It gives you peace of mind and an automated layer of defense, constantly working in the background to protect your entire multi-site network. Finally, let us talk about a topic that's both a security and a performance win: optimizing your site speed. A slow website isn't just frustrating for users, it can also be a sign of underlying issues. for a multi-site on AWS Lightsail. One of the best ways to boost performance is by using a content delivery network, or CDN. Amazon CloudFront is a fantastic choice since it integrates seamlessly with other AWS services. A CDN takes your site's static assets like images, CSS, and JavaScript files and distributes them across a global network of servers. When a user visits your site, these assets are served from the server closest to them, which drastically reduces loading times. This not only makes your sites feel incredibly fast, but it also reduces the load on your main Lightsail server. It's making it more resilient to traffic spikes and certain types of denial of service attacks. It's a powerful 2-for-1 optimization. So, to recap, we've covered the 6 pillars of a secure and optimized WordPress multi-site on AWS Lightsail. Started with the foundation, keeping everything updated. Then we locked down access with strict user roles. We secured data in transit with SSL and HTTPS. We protected critical files like wp-config, PHP from prying eyes. We set up a 24/7 virtual guard with security monitoring plugins. Finally, we supercharged performance and resilience using Amazon CloudFront. By methodically implementing each of these techniques, you're not just applying random fixes, you're building a comprehensive, multi-layered defense strategy. This transforms your AWS Lightsail instance from just a server into a secure, high-performance platform capable of supporting your entire network of websites reliably and safely. Thank you so much for watching. Hope these tips help you build a more secure and robust WordPress multi-site. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials on web development and security. If you have any questions or your own favorite security tips, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.